So some of you guys know that I finally put 37s on my truck, but haven't been out wheeling yet with them. So I did the firewall cut, trimmed that back, sealed it up, waterproofed it. We're good there. Didn't do anything with the top of the fender liner. I'll get to that. But this is kind of just a shakedown run, just running around with some Jeep guys, Tacoma guys. It was a 2-day weekend at a local park. Wheeled with the Jeep guys one day, went to pretty much all the hard trails we could. Then Sunday we spent running around just guided trail runs. It was a good time, both days. You can see that most of them are trail rigs. This one in front of me is on 37s as well, but he's coil spring front and rear, solid axle Comanche. It's been around the block, but the thing does awesome off-road. It's just fun to crawl around with these guys. They're all a blast to be around. But yeah, so we're just going to wheel through the woods. There's a pretty cool section at the end of this video, so you have to stick around for that, where we get up on the waterfall, which I've done in the past, but I did it on 37s. Tires aren't the greatest for traction, and I've already got comments on that, so I get it, but it was kind of a last-ditch effort to get some tires on this thing before I went wheeling. The ones I had that I mocked up with were just almost bald, so wouldn't have worked out too well. But enjoy it. Stick around. We'll talk more about it when we get further along. So there is another Comanche with us. It's my brother-in-law's solid axle swapped, four-wheel drive swapped, 4.0 swapped Comanche, long bed, manual transmission. This is kind of second or third run out with it. It's doing pretty good. Down the road we had an electrical issue, but he'll get it back on the trails and get back out there again. You can see there's a little ledge up here that getting hung up on some diffs, and Jeep guys just cinder. So yeah, it was an interesting weekend watching these guys wheel along with them. The best footage I got, or the best action we got, was at night, and I didn't get much footage of it, as you can obviously probably figure out why. Not very good lighting. It was dark, and yeah, we were just kind of cruising around at night. It was good. It was nice and cool. It was like 50-something degrees out. These 37s, I'll tell you though, it feels like cheating from what I had before. 35s did all right, but the 265s I used to wheel with a lot. The things I used to do in that and the 35s is now just pretty easy to it. So it's nice to get out there and challenge it a little bit more. I wish I would have got some of that footage, like I said, of the night wheeling we did. But we'll go back another time and we'll take some video of it when it's daylight outside, where you can actually see it. Did have to pull some line. Ain't no shame doing that. I'd rather do that than be broke in the middle of a trail on a hill at night. So that's what you get with wheeling with these Jeep guys. I still can't get over how awesome this bumper is. I tell you, that thing's hit rocks, it's hit everything. Been winched on several times and it's still sitting there nice and straight with no issues, allows tons of clearance. So now we're into the Tacoma part of the video, where we took some guys up a trail that some of them haven't been up on. Some of these guys have been, but it's a fun experience sending these guys up ledges and stuff they don't think they can do, but they do it just fine. Just gotta trust in your truck and listen to your spotter. Obviously, a rear locker helps. Some of these guys don't. This particular white one does. He just had that installed with new gears. This black one that's coming up, he does not have a rear locker. He's open, and he's on more street tires than anything else. So we took him up a different way that was a little bit easier and gave him more clearance without running on his rockers because he doesn't have sliders yet, but he's going to get those soon. But you can't beat the sound of this 4.0 when it's coming up this hill. You really can't.
Yeah. Right? Hard. Super hard. There you go. Keep coming. All right, hard passenger because it's going to be kind of tight. You'll get it. You're just going to have to bump it a little bit right there.
And by a little bump, we mean not spinning the tires where you
just let it roll back. Yeah.
break so much traction that you end up breaking parts on your truck, but it's like his back tire just needs to be bumped up that little rock ledge right there. So just back up a little bit.
You're sitting on a slider.
Roll up to it is what I do. Some of these guys, they go a little bit harder than that, but that's fine. Just try not to break their trucks, but just roll up to it. Once you feel it on that back tire, you just give it a little gas, and it should just shoot you right up. If you're not hung up anywhere else, that is. So it's important to listen to your spotter. These guys do awesome. Most of these guys have wheeled quite a bit before, so there's no real issues there. They understand the importance of listening to the spotter.
Back up just a little bit and just give it a little bump. You're almost over right here. Roll up to it and then just bump it.
As you may know, videos never, ever do stuff like this justice. It always looks super easy in videos. This one's not a super hard obstacle, but with all them different rocks that are sticking out, it does make it a little tricky on some of the guys. Even me, you get hung up sometimes, you take the wrong line, you just end up spinning in that soft gravel that's all around all these rocks. So just know that sometimes in videos everything looks a little easier than it is in real life. Sometimes it may be, sometimes it just looks like that. So this guy's actually on stock suspension, and he's out here wheeling with us doing the stuff we've done, most all of it, and he's pretty well protected. So that's another thing you got to keep in mind is getting skids, getting sliders, anything that you can get to armor up your truck. You can take your truck out and have a good time without breaking anything, as long as you listen to your spotter and not just sit there and spin the tires the whole time, because something is eventually going to break. Don't know what, don't know when, but it will.
Keep going. Now start turning to me. Yeah, there you go. That's the way I wanted you to back off so you can get off of that ledge right there. There you go. Now start cutting hard passenger. Hard driver. There you go.
He's out here just making this obstacle look super easy. Just kind of walks right up. He's probably done it 1,000 times, more than I have. But still fun to watch. Thing just digs in and gets right up. It's always interesting to see the different vehicles that go up this thing. So obviously Jeeps have a shorter wheelbase than a Tacoma does, so they do a lot better because it's, you can tell by the incline and the height difference that a short wheelbase does a little bit better. Longer wheelbases tend to sit on the frame. My brother's Jeep Comanche right now is a little bit shorter than mine, so he does a little bit better and doesn't get hung up. I still rub frame when I go up these things. So the key is to get your top tires up there, and then once your back tires start touching that back rock, you kind of just got to go for it. Otherwise you get hung up. So there it is. Coming up it, and you can watch the bumper bounce off that rock right there. I looked at it afterwards, no problems at all. Wasn't a hard hit, but it was enough to bend other bumpers I've seen. So once you get to that spot, you kind of just got to roll forward, feel it out, and then you just got to kind of pin it. So if you enjoyed that video and you want to see more of them, check out these links that I'll throw up here right now. And thanks for watching.